my plan is to drive the Alaskan Highway over 6 days and try to report back if it is rough in any way still. Will I get stranded? Will I have to sleep in my car? Is camping required? These are just things I was wondering, like, are these things that you have to do? But my plan is to do the opposite. My plan is to stay as comfortable as possible. So that means I'm gonna try to stay in hotels the entire way up and try to see if there is any kind of form of roughing it on the Alaskan Highway anymore, or is that just a thing of the past? The Alaskan Highway has been a road people have been driving since the 1940s. It was originally built after the bombing of Pearl Harbor in a desperate attempt to secure American territories that were farther away or not in like the main 48 states of the United States, because they were harder to access and to defend. And ever since then, it's been an infamous road to the last frontier. And for many years, it was notorious for being a highway that's well away from society, with bad structural integrity, that there's a good chance you're gonna be stranded, break down, or just have some sort of issues that would actually deter most tourists from doing this Alaskan Highway. Also, if you wanna help me out, please like, subscribe, or join a membership. They will help me out a lot if you can do that. So thank you for that. Let's get into it. So I started in Spokane, Washington. I went up through Idaho and into Canada. First stop was Radium Hot Springs, and it was a short first day. That's what I wanted. I'm not trying to do this fast. I'm not trying to do like 12-hour days every single day.
Driving the Alaskan Highway. We are in Radium Hot Springs, Canada, in BC. It's definitely snowy. Already seen some sheep. Got a pretty nice room for only $65. I'm gonna go check out Radium Hot Springs tonight. Took a really short day, literally I think 5-hour day today. So I basically left Spokane, crossed the border, got questioned a ton about all my stamps on my passport, and then finally made it here. Was gonna continue on, but then I heard it's cheaper to stay here anyway than continue on to Banff. So I just like, I'll check out Radium Hot Springs and hang out here for a night.
So I found a hotel. It started snowing a little bit, and then I went to the hot spring to check it out.
All right, so heading off to Radium Hot Springs. Just got all checked into my hotel. Pretty gorgeous, but I am hoping the snow stops before I head out tomorrow. All right, so in the last 6 weeks, I've been in Antarctica, flew to New Zealand, stopped off in Australia, spent a month in Indonesia, checked out my parents' new home in Nebraska, then drove all the way to Spokane. I'm here in Canada on my way to Alaska. And I think I actually got my wish. Just got up, but it's actually sunny out as compared to it was really snowy yesterday.
The next day, I started my drive through Banff and Jasper. Definitely these are going to be the most beautiful views I will get, I'm pretty sure, on the entire Alaskan Highway. And since it was April, there was plenty of snow. There was snow on the mountains, but there was also snow on the roads, so I had to drive a bit slower.
Well, it's getting snowy. Check it out in Jasper National Park. Survive it. Caffeine has been like ruling it. See all those radio stations we're getting? Got one. More Red Bull to get me through the day. Just a little more caffeine.
But thankfully where I was staying tonight, once I passed through the mountains, I got down to the prairies and everything was flatlands from there on, and I even stayed at a place called Grand Prairie for the night. And since it's in no way touristy, it was very easy to find a hotel. So without trouble, I secured my second night in a hotel. So far, it is easy going.
Taking a late morning here. It's 10 a.m. I haven't even left yet. All right, so this is day 3. Start of day 3. Second day in a hotel. I am in Grand Prairie. Not bad. Got a Keurig, microwave, fridge. Got my coffee. Things are all right, not bad, just doing a little video editing. The Alaskan Highway is pretty luxurious, but we'll see what happens tonight. I'm not sure where I'm staying. I didn't look for a hotel last night, so that means I'm gonna have to find something on the way, or else find a spot to camp.
I continued on the pace of just not being in a rush. But thankfully, after I left Grand Prairie Ways, got out of just that flatlanded section, wildlife started to appear. It was too early for bears, but I did start seeing elk and sheep. And they started popping up kind of all over the road, so it was pretty fun to kind of like drive around that day. So,
what's up, guys? Missing an antler. And we got like one big orange sheep. Look at this guy. My goal right now is to average about 7 hours a day driving, and that would come to basically 6 days to get there. So I'm on day 3 right now, see how that works out. Right now, we have 764 miles before my next turn. 24 hours and 2 minutes until I arrive. Actually, tonight I'm kind of aiming at Fort Nelson. I'm gonna see if there is another possibility of staying at a hotel. Pretty flat, just kind of rolling hills here. Right now, still I see cars regularly. Like there's a car like literally right behind me right now. But and I see another one back in the distance. So we'll see what we get.
So after probably about 8 hours on the road, I arrived at my next spot, which was Fort Nelson. Lo and behold, I found another hotel. Very easy to find hotels so far on this trip. This is night 3. In Fort Nelson, I even found a place with a hot tub. So I kind of was giving in to my desires and just staying in a nicer spot. Classically, I got a pizza and a bottle of wine and relaxed in the hot tub, which was perfect for a night there.
Not too bad. So I just kind of like, splurged. So this is night 3. I just kind of decided to go for it because it was like $100 and I just happened to get here in Fort Nelson. Had like a spa tub, this king suite, all for $100. So I was like, I have a tough time not doing this. This is the 3rd night, and this is probably the nicest hotel yet. I didn't spend the most money, but I anticipate the next few days like sleeping in my car. So I decided just to go for it. All right, so today is day 4. Starting off with some coffee. Yeah. Today is gonna be a long day. I'm trying to go to Whitehorse, I think, which is in the Yukon territory. I think it's a 10.5 hour day, which isn't crazy long, but it's the longest one I'm gonna do so far.
And so far, I should report at this point, roads are perfect, hotel easy enough to find, enough traffic on the road, you're not worried about getting stranded at all. And I would say the roads and accommodation are as easy as anywhere else in the United States or Canada at this point. There are no issues at this point. This is just like a normal drive in North America, basically. So still on track with the easy drive, staying in hotels every night, night 3. Next day, of course, got up mid-morning again, relaxed, had some coffee, and set out on the road. Today, got to see some bison. So bison are very well known in the Muncher Lake area. You see signs for them all the time.
There were bison on the road, so I saw something on the road and was like, is that an animal? But then I saw the orange, I was like, oh, it must not be. And it's a cyclist cycling the Alaskan highway. I bet they're French. Right now I'm at Muncher Lake. It's kind of it's still in BC, but it's getting close to Yukon. It's one of the places I remember from the last time I did this trip in 2012. Jeez, a long time ago. But yeah, it's frozen over. I think there's a section out there that has some water open, but overall, it's all just iced up. And yeah, it's a beautiful spot though. I'm not sure what the significance of this is, because they have this weird sign forest here in Watson Lake.
So at this point, this is day 4. I'm getting close to the Canadian border. I won't be there yet tonight. And then I ended in the somewhat touristy town of Whitehorse, Yukon. I started in BC, went into Alberta, back into BC, and now I'm finally in the Yukon territory. And Whitehorse is like a somewhat touristy town. And lo and behold, I found a hotel. All these hotels I'm booking on the fly. So these are things like I go to the hotel and ask if there's any accommodation, or else I get there and kind of look up something online to see what's available right when I'm getting into something. So far, at least in April, driving up to Alaska, you can always find something when you're going through towns. This is my 4th night in a hotel.
Hotel was okay. I will say this one was lackluster. Yeah, so today was like, an average type of hotel, Didn't splurge. Start of day 5 right now. I'm gonna go get breakfast at a place called Burnt Toast Cafe. Looks like the food should be good. I got some extra time. I'm trying to take the next today and tomorrow. I'm gonna finish on day 6. And because of that, I have some extra time to kill, so I can take 2 6-hour days as compared to like 1 12. So.
And today I was going to cross the border from Canada into the United States. Now, I will note today is the first day that I saw any deterioration in the road. The section right before you get to the Canadian border, you start having breaks in pavement. So there's times you're gonna go on some gravel roads. It's still not bad. Any vehicle can still do it. Just note it. You've been on gravel roads before. It's just like one of those. It's not like anything really bad. And then the roads kind of continue to be bad. You have a lot of frost heaves, which is just ice that kind of like lifts up the road in sections. So then you have these lumps that you're going over. So make sure to slow down when you're going over these lumps. There is the possibility to bottom out if you have like a low clearance vehicle. So just be careful about that. But still, if you go slow, any vehicle can do this. So it's still not difficult, still a decent enough road to go through. So at this point, the Alaska Highway is still 100% doable by a vehicle with very minimal preparation because I didn't book anything ahead. I just drove up and found hotels the entire way up so far.
All right, so this is the first long stretch of gravel, I guess, or dirt road on the Alaskan Highway, and it's day 5. I'm literally like 5 hours from the Alaska border. This is the first time I've had any prolonged gravel. Like further proving that this road is pretty freaking good the entire way up. Like any type of vehicle can do the Alaskan Highway. Any type. Right? As long as it doesn't, break down, your vehicle will make it. It's no tough roads. And right here, we're up. We're back on concrete. That literally lasted a mile. That was like 1 mile of like stretch without this paved road. I guess one common thing to note is that a lot of campgrounds, like this one here, aren't open in early to mid-April. I don't know if they open in May or when they do, but there's still snow over there. And then a common thing you will see is like an emergency phone. So they have emergency phones around that you can call if anything does happen. All right, customs at the Alaska-Canada border, so much better than the Idaho-US border. On the way in, I got questioned about every stamp in my passport, why I was there. Just coming through here now. It took about 1 minute. The guy I was talking to was super friendly, asked the basic questions that you're supposed to, and didn't go any deeper, which is, just refreshing to not be interrogated. And yeah, officially made it to Alaska. 5 days in, not a bad trip. Everything worked out well. Somehow did it all in hotels.
And tonight I will be staying in my final hotel before I get to my destination. And I stayed in Tok, Alaska. It might have been the nicest place I stayed, minus a hot tub. That was pretty great, but it was a very nice room. I felt like I was in the woods. It was really nice accommodation. And this would be my final night before I actually get to Anchorage.
I just want to, prolong it a little bit longer. I'm actually going to be only 4.5 hours from Eagle River, where I'm finishing off. So I have made it through the Alaskan Highway, and I've made it through with all hotel rooms. So all you people who are not into, camping or any wilderness-like things, you literally can do it all on hotels.
I guess final conclusion is this. The Alaskan Highway is completely doable with every type of vehicle. There are a few minor stretches of road that aren't perfect, but it's still easy enough for anyone to get by. It's nothing that I would think would worry anyone, and it's a very small area. It's literally the last day or two that you're driving. At any point, you can always find pullouts to go sleep if you would like. There's campgrounds constantly the whole way up. Hotels, always available, obviously, since I found them. I lived comfortably the entire way up. I didn't rough it in any way. I did it in 6 days to make it like relaxing and easy, but 5 days is very easy and doable as well if I would have just taken like at least 10-hour days every day. Roads are quiet, but there's enough cars you're gonna pass every single day that you should feel safe to not get stranded. So go check out the Alaskan Highway. Pretty chill. It's nowhere near as difficult as it sounds. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video. See ya.
This RAV4 has made it to Alaska twice now. 272,000 miles. It's doing amazing. From Yukon territory. I also got, hold on one sec. Pizza. Celebration. Pizza looks good. The beer is good. Yep, so officially made it to Eagle River. Yep, so staying at my aunt's and uncle's place. So actually it's pretty good. Better than I expected. But this is the final night. This is like destination for the Alaskan Highway. So made it there and just kind of enjoyed myself before I have to go back to work, which work starts in 3 days.
So this is Alaska. It's a rugged trash heap that is remote enough for most people on this planet to never even see it. The waters are turquoise. The forests are vast. The mountains are pretty much everywhere. And every street sign you see has bullet holes in it. It's like a mix of Texas and Colorado. This is a place all travelers want to go, and the best way to get here is the Alaskan Highway.